Hello, I'm Titania the Fairy, and formerly Baraka the Pirate, and welcome to my Let's Play of Zelda the Windwaker Randomizer. Yeah, I'm gonna be talking about myself a lot. So I don't know, I feel like I should tell people who I am first before. So then you don't get the wrong idea. And yeah, I'm gonna post on my YouTube channel this video. But it's like that. It's kind of like a trailer or something. Yeah, I don't know. Why isn't it working? Damn it, hold on. No. Not working, ain't. Sorry, technical difficulties. Like always. Technical difficulties. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, wait. Where should I begin? Yeah, I used to be Baraka the Pirate, a game developer. I don't know, I made... Yeah, I know why I made Titania the Fairy. It's kind of a... Oh, weird. Kind of a thing. I just thought, I was sick of Baraka the Pirate, and... I wanted to do something interesting with my channel, and me as an artist, I just... Because, like, with Baraka the Pirate, it was the channel, like the Let's Play channel, and maybe the games I made, they were kind of boring. They weren't really... Well, they weren't really that interesting. They didn't say anything, though, just... I mean... Yeah, but like... It was just a Let's Play channel for, like, RPG Maker games. It's like, who really plays RPG Maker games? It's like, I'm not even really much of a developer anymore. I don't really... like, play them, and... I don't know, I just figured I'd make this channel. Yeah, probably the disadvantage there, I think. I don't know, I don't like the RPG Maker community. Yeah, they have a lot of weirdos, so... I guess, far leftists or far right loonies. And no, it's like, they're just not nice people. And I got like... I used to go to a certain Discord. And yeah, I got mobbed. Because like I don't know, I don't even want to go into it. I don't even want to go into it. Let's just say that there's a lot of the far left. And a lot of the far right. And I just don't want to deal with them, man. I mean... Yeah, those are... Yeah, again, I'm not really a dev anymore. I mean, should I really be critiquing RPG Maker games if I'm like... I'm even a dev? I don't know, I don't think I should be. I feel like you'd be to have an interest in it. No, the only reason why I'll be doing it is that I'm just like naked greed, and like just because I want views. I don't think that's really a good way to like maintain actually wanting to actually make videos. Yeah, I was gonna do a stream. I was gonna stream like a game for like games for like VRPG. Like a 4chan board for the 4chan board, or don't know. Be a nerd. I mean, okay, there's probably just a small amount of people who hate me now because I decided to use a female avatar. Like, use a voice changer, but... I mean... I don't want to annoy anybody. I don't want to force myself on people we don't really like, and it's just kind of dumb. Yeah. Yeah, also my games weren't really that great. I recently deleted all my games off the itch.io. I don't know, I don't really save a shit. I don't want to go into why. I'm sure if people dig around, they'll find out why I actually did it, but yeah, maybe I might, like, develop other games, like, I have a few other game ideas, but I don't really expect them to do very well. Besides, again, like, a lot of the games which I released just weren't that well received. They were kinda shit on. Oh shit, I went the wrong way. I'm too busy concentrating on talking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They weren't really well received. Well, it's like, it's such a long time to actually make games. It's like, sure, I mean, sure, it'd be great if I actually make a game. Like, it's well received, but it's like such a big time investment for something which which may not even pay off, and it just... Yeah, that's why I've kinda went to webcomics. I have like a webcomic, or... You probably see it in my profile. Yeah. So yeah, that's also another reason why I decided to create Titania the Fairy. It's kind of like to advertise my webcomic. I'm kind of sick of just... But no, I'm not going too bad with views, but... You know, I want more. I don't want to just have, like... I did just 1,000 views per month, you know? I want 10,000. I want to have it, like, go to, like, maybe 10,000 views, so, like, get into the top... Well, at least in the top 200 of webcomics on Tapas, and... Yeah, I don't know, yeah, and just... And the Baraka the Pirate channel, the persona just wasn't really interesting people. This wasn't really interesting people. Now I had that... Yeah, I remember I had like a... Okay, hang on, I'll write this down. Spectacle Island. So it requires... Yeah, I'm like writing down notes. Scriven there. Yeah, it just wasn't really going anywhere. No, I want eyes on me. And you know, if I have to make a female avatar and use a voice changer, then so be it. And also it's fun, you know, I like replaying the VODs and listening to my own voice. I sound nice. I quite like the voice. Which will make me AGP. Make me AGP in like trans terms. I don't know, I'm a man. I don't have any plans on transitioning. I know I speedrun though. I do have a lot of trans hobbies, but no, I'm not. I'm not. No, I'm not gonna be like... Yeah. I don't know, yeah, I was thinking about... like, kind of getting into politics and... Cause yeah, again, I'm that kind of center-left. Center-left, I don't think my views are really accurately presented. You know, how do I explain this? Like, well, a lot of political channels and political YouTubers, how come there was no fairy there? Maybe I already did that. You know, yeah, a lot of political channels are like... Well, they're very cookie cutter. They don't... Windwaker, they just really just say things and do things and like do topics which are like just designed to get clicks. I mean, and it because their audience captured it. They don't want to say anything. They want to talk about the truth. They don't want to. Yeah, they do it because of because they want money. They do it because of like a lot of how to explain myself. I'm sorry. I'm still new at this thing. Yeah, there's a lot of crap. There's a lot of just performance politics. Like they just say things because it's what a right winger believes or a left winger believes, and you know I'm not like that, and I feel like a lot of people are not like that. They don't just subscribe to it because that's what a left winger usually believes. You know, like yeah, and I feel like there's very few political YouTubers, and yeah, I'm not sure that I will actually particularly like concentrate on politics, but I don't know. I like to talk about it sometimes. I like to have that option. I feel like that just by uploading this on YouTube, I feel like I'd pre-warn people first. I'd say, hey, I'm gonna be talking about this shit, and hey, but you might not want to. No, I want to just subscribe if you don't want to listen to it. And yeah. So yeah, like for example, well, again, like I said, I'm a leftist. I'm kind of a leftist. I'm not really very far left. I'm very much center left. Let me see, sir. What does she play? What do? Chatham, see, what's this? Sean? What is it? Ah, don't worry. It's like have an example again. Let me be clear. I think financially, I think leftism is good. I think having social programs, only certain social programs are good. Right? For example, I think healthcare's good. I think, yeah, health is good, and I know that it's like shit. I like technically like with America, like with like private healthcare, you do get better healthcare, and it's more quicker to get stuff done. But yeah, I think that having healthcare for all, like American poor stuff, that's a good idea. It's just letting people die on the street because of it. Well, because you don't have enough money, and yeah, well, that's evil. I don't think you should be doing that. But at the same time, I think, well, I mean, I like capitalism. I think capitalism's good, eh? Unless, in a... Wait, did I actually... Oh no, I haven't been recording. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Shit, how come it didn't record? I'm always fucking up. Always. Always. There is no exception. I'm always messing up stuff. Oh god, Differable Diffnies, please don't leave me. Single viewer. Please don't leave me. Don't leave me. She didn't notice. I didn't notice. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, we're good. We're good. God damn. I was pouring my heart out and oh my god, this. What was I talking about? Yeah, I think capitalism good. I definitely am not a communist. I think it's good to have some sort of like incentive for you to work or yeah, I mean yeah, you do need that. You need some way to climb the social hierarchy and like being able to work harder and what is this sort of yeah, being able to work harder and stuff, it's just like well, it's like healthy. It's god damn it. And that contributes to a healthy society. I mean, yeah, that universal, like, yeah, you need to have some incentive for people to work harder to actually try to make something of themselves. And like, is it really a bad thing? Like, if some people don't want to work and don't want to bother trying to try to make something themselves, I mean, they shouldn't be forced to. Yeah, and I feel like too many. I don't think there's many people like me. Aside from Bernie Sanders and. Yeah, that's either A, communism is bad and like, social programs are bad. Or you have, like, the complete opposite. You think that capitalism's all bad and stuff like that. And where is the Southern Fairy Island? Okay, Southern Island. Boom. Yeah, and I think people generally do not. Yeah, political commentators generally don't. Like, they don't think like that. They tend to. They tend to pick a side and stick with it, and it's annoying. I just do not like it. I don't know, maybe this is kind of lame. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Eloquent in the last stream. I was talking about politics as well, and I didn't tag it properly, so I don't think people really liked me talking about it, and yeah. Yeah, because they all paid off. I watched a video with Lauren Southern and I can Liam White as well talked about it. They're all very performative political YouTubers. They behind the scenes they talk about, oh no, you better not say that. You won't be able to get views. You'll get in trouble for that. I don't really believe it, but I want to grow my channel, and yeah, it's like, yeah, I always suspected that. I always suspected that. But yeah, just hearing them say it, just I think it was a few years back now, and yeah, I don't know. This is. But damn, I'm so awkward now, especially messing up the audio and. I know, just messing up the capture, the display. Can make me awkward. I feel bad now. I mean, yeah, man. And also, yeah, I guess I'm religious. I guess I'm technically Catholic. But then again, Catholicism doesn't really allow cross-dressing, and technically I don't cross-dress, but I am using a female avatar while being a man. I think it kind of falls under cross-dressing, just like Mary and Aladdin, and Christianity, and I don't know. It's like there's many contradictions in it. Many contradictions in Christianity, I mean. And yeah, very. Even in Jesus' teachings, they're not really. They're not very consistent. Like, apparently, turn to the other cheek, I guess. Yeah, turn the other cheek's really a sticking point, I mean. A lot of people, oh god damn it. Yeah, turn the other cheek is a... Well, it's a very... Well, it's dangerous if you take it to its extreme, man. Shit. What do I do? I mean, sometimes you gotta kick somebody's ass. You gotta go to war, you gotta... You gotta fight back. You gotta... You can't always be peaceful. You can't always expect not to use an eye for an eye to get people to stop evil. I mean... Obviously, you don't want to go to the other extreme and always do an eye for an eye, but I mean... And do you really? Do we really... Like, go to the extreme and... Yeah. They're very quiet tonight. I mean, I don't know. I'm still very much into experimentation phase with my channel and... What is this? Ice ring? Ice ring ISO? Yeah, Yeah, I'm starting to... I used to be kind of annoyed at pronouns as well. Like, I thought, wait, didn't you just present as like the pronoun you want to do? But it's like, I don't know. I don't think everybody should use pronouns. Like, I don't think. Like, say a guy with a full beard. I don't know. I don't think it should be. I don't think they should have to use them. It should be just something you. But like in my case, like yeah, I need to say to people that yeah, I'm a guy. I'm not trans. I'm not. I'm not a woman. I'm a guy. And yeah, and people will get tricked. And yeah, I put them up way too late. And yeah, I lost followers because like they thought I was a girl. And yeah, and I feel like shit. Honestly, I really shouldn't have done that, but whatever. Whatever. Really shouldn't have done that. I don't know, I was no plan like when I first made this channel. It's like, oh no, I'll hide the fact that I'm a guy. I'll lie all the time and I'll never know. But I don't know, that's really horrible what I was doing. And yeah, I really shouldn't have. I should have just been honest and said, fine, I'm Baraka the Pirate. You know, it's kind of dumb. Yeah, so I feel like it's more interesting anyway. Because, like, if it was just another e-girl, that's kind of boring. Kabum. I don't remember what to do here. Yeah, comics, sure. Yeah, mostly prefer webcomics rather than game development. I mean, yeah, game development, it takes so much time investment to make a game. It's like, you're not even too sure whether it's going to be any good. I'm going to make simple games, like with a webcomic, you know, you can just bang out a short, like, page or something, like under 3 hours, and well, there, and then you release it to the internet, and you get feedback. You get immediate feedback. You don't get that with, like, game development. It takes a long time to actually put out a product, and yeah, it's really annoying. Especially got game jams, but even game jams are a lot of work. It's really RPG making game jams. I don't know. I mean, I'm afraid of getting attacked. Maybe it's an irrational fear. It's a rational fear, but I'm afraid of getting trolled. Honestly, not really of getting trolled, but of offending people. Yeah, I'm afraid of offending people, and I don't want to be mean to people or anything, man. Eastern Failure Island. Okay, what? Fairy Island. Yeah, this makes me nervous. Actually, because I don't really fit into any kind of groups. I have very few allies. Being just a cross-dresser rather than being trans or being a normal dude. Cool, actually. Oh, I actually got in there. It kind of makes me nervous. at the moment. Listen, do I get something? Pick the box. Oh, I gotta pick the box. Let's have an item. I got an item, okay. Yeah, it's like... At the same time, look, I gotta take a risk. I can't just be afraid of offending people all the time. I gotta put myself out there. I gotta... Yeah, again, no, take risks, Try to stand out, dudes. Cause you don't want to stand out too much, but... Ultimately, as an artist, I think... Yeah, you do need to do weird shit for people to notice. And yeah, that involves making a female avatar and putting them a voice changer and... Yeah, overall, I think this is a good idea. And as long as I can get some followers, I mean... Again, I think the pronoun, like the tags would help just to warn people, you know, if you're not in there. You're not in there. Feminine presenting men. I mean, you're probably not gonna have a good time. But I'm hoping that I can get people actually interested despite that. Yeah. It's like, holy crap, the views are really good. I got like 45. Which is nuts. And again, no followers though. So yeah, I must have... Yeah, no followers. And again, I did have followers before, but I don't know, they left when they found out that I was a guy. That's also another reason why I don't want to do RPG Maker content anymore, is because I just... You know... Try... Ah, you bastard. I thought you were gonna give me a hook. Yeah, I don't know, yeah, the big problem with RPG Maker content, at least for me, is that, you know, I don't know, I just don't like criticizing people, like, you know, like, the big problem with like, streaming, like, doing the traditional, like, streaming a bunch of RPG Maker games is like, well, if the game is bad, you either gotta lie and say, oh, okay, oh, this is so good, this game, or you gotta, you know, you gotta be mean to them. I don't like being mean to them. And I've recorded a lot of videos and where the game sucked and I found it really hard to lie and say, oh, it's good. And so then, yeah, that's essentially lost time. I couldn't upload the video because I didn't want to be mean to the person who made the game. And, which I know it's stupid. It's not like I think that it's bad if you critique a game. I know that's essentially a good thing. Because that can help them improve, but... I don't know, still doesn't feel good. Still doesn't feel good, and I don't think I have the personality type for that kind of thing. You know, I'm essentially a... I don't know, I want to entertain people, but I don't want to do it at the expense of others, so... I mean, yes. Yeah, quite a lot of games I had to abandon. Plus, I have weird taste as well in games, so... No, I tend to like games which people generally do not like. They're generally the top, like whenever I play jam games, I very rarely like the top, like the top rated games, so I think they're kinda crappy, and which makes me feel bad. I'm like, yeah, again, it's also not really that fun. Yeah, because like you only really do so much with RPG Maker. And it's always the same. Either it's just basically a visual novel, or it's just using RPG Maker combat, and yeah, there's not a lot of depth. And even though I do enjoy like RPGs and stuff like that, I don't know, I don't enjoy them that much. I don't want to play them every single day. Or like once a week even. That's, it's kind of ruining the fun of it. And again, it's also another reason, should I come think, I can't even make good games myself. I mean, should I really be critiquing games when I'm like kind of a medical developer? It's... Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's shaped like a paw. What does that mean? Yeah. There again, so I didn't enjoy it. I just don't have the personality. Plus, there's just no views in it. Like, I know, maybe I'll get a few views at the start, but I know that there's like... Well, there's not really a limit to it. Like, I mean, there's not really a top, like, a top, like, maximum to it, till the maximum amount of viewers. Like, it's always gonna be niche, and I don't want to be niche. I want to be a big time streamer, and people actually read my comic. Again, and if I just play RPG Maker games and I stick to like essentially a and a niche which might not even make me that popular. It's like, why am I doing it for? That's why I've decided to get into the speed running and like randomizers, and like, yeah, at the very least I'm almost assured of like the game being good. It's like they come from pre-established games, which are always gonna be good, and again, but like with RPG Maker games, again, I don't know whether they're gonna be good or not. Even like the most highly rated ones. Hey, again, I don't know whether they're gonna be good. Man, shit, like I could never really go to VLPG ever again. Because again, I know that it's probably not everybody who hated me there. But I know that there would be a few crazies who actually hate me now that I've turned out, as they say. I've turned out. That's lucky. I don't want to deal with that. I didn't enjoy trolling people. Unless the guy is kind of evil. If they're evil, they'll gladly take them out, but I don't know, just for some spastics, I don't know, I can't be bothered fighting with them, and yeah. I was planning on streaming from near the nerve. For all the full-mentioned regions. Yeah, I know there's at least one trans person who posts there. I'm sure of it. It's like, I know that... Yeah, there's somebody who really hated Sigma Suckle. Sigma Suckle was like a Muslim RPG Maker game dev. Very infamous in the RPG Maker community for, like, what he said about, like, because, you know, he's I think he's Pakistani, or, like, yeah, something like that, and yeah, he, like, gave his opinion on transgenders, and yeah, they said that they gotta be put to death in Islam, and which is like, I don't know, that caused a lot of people to go nuts on him. It's like, I don't know, like, I know it's bad, like, I don't agree with him, obviously, I don't think that transgender people should be put to death. I mean, but at the same time, like, you know, he grew up in a Muslim country, and like, what else is he supposed to do? Ah, shit. Damn. Well, at least I got the game over. God damn it. Yeah, what else is he supposed to do? I mean, is he supposed to go against his girlfriend and possibly get arrested, or like, yeah, he doesn't really have a choice in what he believes. And everybody went nuts on him, and yeah, I feel sorry for Sigma Socko. And he's like subscribed to me. He's like one of the first subscribers I ever got in, like, in my Titania the Fairy, like, the Titania Fairy YouTube channel. Yeah, I don't know, I've heard he's like, he probably doesn't even know that I'm a kind of pirate, but he's gonna know soon. He's gonna check the RPG, and it's like, holy shit, what have you done, Baraka the Pirate? What have you done? Yeah, no, seems like a nice guy. Again, he lives in a shitty country. Well, maybe not a shitty country, I don't know. I don't know about living there. You know, I can't help where he lives. Got a good work ethic, Sigma Soccer. I think he like constantly. I remember a very interesting, like a strategy for like advertising his game. He go every day and like find new YouTubers and stuff like that, and he we subscribe to them, like to VTubers, or like anybody who played RPG Maker games, and subscribe or follow them. Yeah, honestly, a really good. If I actually liked social media, I'd honestly do it. I think, you know, it sounds like it'd be a pretty successful idea. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I think he probably thought I was gonna be a RPG making game. I don't know, I feel bad now. He probably unsubscribed to me. I don't know, maybe I might play his game. I might play his game, man. I use new game, like, False Heart or whatever. I'll make an exception. I don't know. I don't think I'll always not play RPG Maker games, but yeah, just trying to make like a whole brand of it. No, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah. Yeah, Muslims are usually pretty nice people. I met a few in real life, and they was very kind and polite. Yeah, I don't know whether they may have bad views, but again, that it's forced by on the government, and again, they don't really have a choice. It's how they all essentially all ganged up on them, and he made like that. Yeah, I don't know. I know. I'm guessing a few VRPG people might watch this. So I don't know. Sorry. I know there's a single viewer out there. So I can see on my tablet, but yeah, just in case you're not from VRPG, like Sigma Sokol made like a game called I don't remember. Was it false something? That he always calls these games false. Well, he like made like a game where he he kills a bunch of people on the train, but it's like he was banning them though. He was banning them. It's like it's like banning all these haters. Yeah, honestly, wasn't a bad game. Honestly, wasn't a bad game, and it always has a great style to them. They always have a nice style. What else should I talk about? Should I keep talking RPG Maker? Yeah, okay. I recently, actually, that was quite a while ago. I think it was last year. I got. Yeah, also another reason why I'm not really into RPG Maker games anymore is like that. Well, yeah, I was talking about this before. They're kind of fucking crazy. I mean, there's a good deal of them. I'm sure that there's sensible devs who are not extremists, but and I essentially got into trouble for saying that not the user use the word trap, and I stuck up for them. I said no, trap's not really. I don't know. I guess it is offensive to some people, but you shouldn't be offended by it. It's bad for trans people to get offended over everything, and because maybe if it actually helps people accept trans people, but I'd agree with it. Maybe you shouldn't use the word trap or geometry statements, or make jokes about them, but ultimately it doesn't seem to be working. I mean, the acceptance for LGBT is gone down in recent years. It keeps going a bit more downer and downer, and it indicates that the tactic for like mobbing them by like pressuring them not to say certain words or it isn't working. It isn't working. You gotta not get so offended over everything, because people rightfully look at you and they'll lightly look at them and they go, wow, you are in the wrong. Then the right wingers kinda seem to be right. And then they go, like the term trap, like whether you say it or not, is kind of a small thing. Like, it's not really such a big deal. It's like, it's not a big deal not to use the word trap, but I mean, little things add up like that. Also, what? Yeah, little things like that add up with trans people. That sucks. I like trans people. They're always really nice. Even like the people who disagree with me. There was like one trans people who I got mobbed by. I argued with about the term trap. And it was pretty much the only nice one who mobbed me. They're like pretty respectful. They didn't like use any personal attacks or anything. Even though they disagreed, again, they didn't. Yeah, I don't exactly know what they said, but... Oh, no, they were very nice. They were very polite. They said their piece, and while they didn't disagree, they didn't just call me transphobic. They didn't. Yeah. Hey, again, it's the other people. It's the other... It's their allies, I guess. The allies are, the trans activists, the people who usually aren't trans. Well, like the most dangerous. We're like the... Oh, God. What do I do? You're so fast. And then like enable some bad habits. Trans people. Like, they keep defending them for everything. It's like... They really shouldn't be, you gotta... Sometimes trans people are wrong. They're not always right. They're not always... Like, not every single trans person is an angel. You gotta say, okay, this particular person is wrong, and they should not be part of the trans community. But no, because they... And because they defend them so much, they always defend them, a lot of bad actors, like... A lot of bad actors, like, I don't want to get too into the trans debate. But I don't know, like, say, trans people with, like, beards, like, full-on beards, going into lesbian dating sites. I'm like, oh yeah, that's wrong. I mean, you shouldn't, or at least to be considered a male to female, I feel like you shouldn't have a beard. You should at least try to make an effort to at least look like the intended gender. And yeah, that's fine. Like, you can try to be, you can still have a beard and wear women's clothes, that's fine, but I'm not sure whether you should be like... Shit, what do I even do? Shit, this is intense. I'm gonna lose my train of thoughts. Yeah, I mean... Well, yeah, just... Every time you, like, defend everything which trans people do, especially when they're in the wrong, you make everybody look bad. People assume that all trans people are like... Well, they're crazy, and... Which I don't think is true, but... I mean... The more they do it, the more they defend bad actors. Especially like defending opportunists who are only using the trans label to take advantage of people. And well, yeah, it's just a... God, how many of there are? God damn it. Yeah, I had to apologize. I kinda regret it now. I should've just took my ban. Apologize to the mob for this Discord server. But you know, the moderator was really nice to me, said, oh no, you're not a bad person. You're just misinformed. But no, it's bullshit. No, I will not misinformed. I'm right, Yeah, I was right, but it really bothered me afterwards. I know a lot of people would just say, oh no, you should just accept it, you should just not make trouble. And I don't know, I don't like that though. You know, you should... Damn it. I'm trying to talk deep thoughts. I'm trying to... You know, you should always stand up for what's right, you know. You shouldn't just... You can't just run from everything. Damn it, they're not leaving. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Yeah, I didn't really have any way to kill them. Maybe I should flee. Although I can at least get the devils, but you see, they just keep whatever, kill me. Whatever. Or can I just escape? I'm just gonna escape. I'm just gonna escape. What was I talking about? Yeah, apologize to the mob. I regret that. I should not have done that. I should have stuck to my guns. I should have said, no, I'm not gonna apologize. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. I mean, I tried to do the right thing. I don't... You know, I think you should do the right thing, Wim. Yeah. I feel like crap. It made me feel like crap afterwards. That's kind of also another reason why I decided to take on the titanium persona. I mean, I would attract assholes on the internet and fight with them, but I feel like it makes... Well, it makes people uncomfortable seeing a man dress as a woman or present as a woman, whatever. You know, I'm not being trans. I still want to have that power over people. I want to start fights. It sounds like an asshole-ish thing to say, but I don't know. Hey, with assholes on the internet and... Yeah. What else should I talk about? I don't know. Yes. Did a pretty good job arguing with the mob. I was like taking them on 10 versus 1. I was like taking them on pretty easily. Felt really good. Felt really good to do that. I want to do that again. Like debating people. Man, I don't know. I don't know whether I'll be good against like people who know what they're doing, but definitely against like idiots. I feel like I do pretty good. Yeah, I want to capture that feeling again. I want to fight against another mob. I want to argue against another mob. It felt good. Felt good. Oh, non-political idealization. God damn it. No, don't. No. Don't spam my chat with whatever it is. I didn't even know what that fell is. Toggle the line, best viewers. Oh wait, no, you buy viewers. No, that's naughty. That's naughty. You should not be buying viewers. Should not be buying viewers. I don't like that. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, it's just basically a troll persona, kind of. I kinda knew that people lose their shit when they see me. We transitioned in there, so-called transitioned in the Titania the Fairy, but I don't know, I feel kinda... Well, I feel bad. I feel bad for them. I don't like to... I don't like to make people angry, I guess. I mean, certainly like arguing, but I feel with people who have it coming to them, you know, and I kind of mulled it over like, do I really want to post or not VRPG when there's a lot of people that don't like me, and that's like, you know, I don't want to disrupt their community. I don't want to be mean. And like troll them for no reason, just for clicks. And I'm surprised I have 2 viewers, right? No, I only have 1 viewer. I only have 1. Thank you, viewer, for watching me. Whoever you are. You're very kind for watching. I mean, has watching number go up has been... Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, and certainly kind of a contradiction, I guess, you know. If you're really empathetic, if you're an empathetic person, you also tend to be kind of violent. You tend to like to fight people, you tend to like to... It's just like, yeah, again, it's contradictory. You know, you think of an empathetic person, you think, oh, they must never want to fight with people, they must never, ever, like... But they never want to argue, they never want to do bad things, but when you really think about it, that's kind of stupid. I mean, empathetic people will do bad stuff because though they want to protect people, they want to, and they want to be violent, or they me. Yeah, though. Because, like, again, the motivation for, like, I mean, goddamn, I'm trying to concentrate on the game and talk a bit. Get it working, but yeah, it's this. And yeah, I was like remembering a YouTube video on this. Oh yeah, they're talking about that. God damn, so many. Shit, oh, there's so many. They're frying me. God damn, what do you even do with that arrows? What do you even do? Could I win? I don't think I could win. I don't know, I don't want to try again and again. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I'm certainly very empathetic. I'm an empathetic person, but no, it is definitely not a positive thing. Sometimes you gotta be an asshole. Sometimes you gotta not care about stuff to like do good in the world. Like, for example, like police officers are kind of sociopathic. They do not have many. You know, they're able to distance themselves from bad things happening. Yeah, an example, like, oh, surgeons as well, like, you think, oh no, surgeons must be so empathetic, but no, I mean, you kind of have to be an arsehole, you kind of have to not care about, oh, whether somebody lives or dies, because we have to protect yourself, you have to look at it like, shit. No. Yeah, you have to look at it like a... Yeah, you have to look at with an objective eye. And without going nuts or without... Yeah, because it wouldn't... Like, if you're an empathetic person looking to become a doctor or some kind of, like, surgeon or... I mean, how are you gonna deal with, like, seeing people always constantly die? And yeah, sir, you gotta be sociopath. You gotta be on the spectrum of sociopathy. That should be able to survive. And sad, and... Yeah, I was always looking into being a cop, but yeah, I don't think I do very well. Again, I just feel like shit whenever I... Oh, whenever if I see somebody, like, dealing with a rape victim or a murder victim and having to tell their family that their son's dead. Yeah, that would be suck. Oh, it would not be fun. Or like having to question somebody. That's probably why I got in a lot of fights when I was a kid. Yeah. Because, you know, I'd always felt like... Yeah, I'd always wanted to fight against bad people. I didn't want to let them just let stuff go. It's like they're evil. It's added in my head they were evil, and I don't know, where is this going? And I don't know. I don't know. I'm running out of stuff to talk about. Dragonroost Island. Second Fortress, Outset Island, Headstone Island. Tower of the Gods. Where should I go? Hey, Forest Haven? Whatever you had to go there, I don't know the order. I should go to Dragonroost Island. Isn't like Dragonroost Island the first island you go to? I know. I don't think Fort recognizes. Second Fortress, can I even get in there? No, I think that's it. I don't remember the items. Gailazol, Nora. Oh, I'll check Forest Haven first. Yeah, I think I do think I have to go there. I don't think I have to go to Dragon Isle first. Yeah, online relationships, I don't know. I really like... No offense to anybody who's like... I have on Discord or... I don't know, I'm just... It's not really... I don't really get into online friendships. Yeah, I've tried hanging out with them, I've tried playing video games that people have met over Discord, but... it just never really worked out, and... I've tried to be friends with them, I've tried to... It's just... kinda... doesn't really hit the same. It doesn't really hit the same when you're like... trying to hang out over the internet with somebody. I mean... Yeah, I remember Mr. Medica was like talking about this. It was like... don't know, you know, if you Mr. Medica it is, but... yeah, like a lot of his white peers were like talking, hey, why don't you hang out with us? Why you don't consider us your friends? And he said no, that... like... online friends aren't real friends. You know, online friends are people you do shit with in real life, and I have to agree. I have to agree. Yeah, it's kind of boring. It just doesn't really hit the same. I can't really explain it. I guess you're not actually hanging out with them, you're not actually going anywhere, you're not... you don't see their facial expressions, you don't know whether you're saying something stupid or not to them. So yeah, they don't... there's a lot of obstacles with online relationships, like online friendships rather, not relationships, that sounds gay. No. Well, because there's anything wrong with being gay, I'm not gay, right? I'm not gay. And I'm dressed as a woman, but... and I'm presenting as a woman rather, but... no. Again, like... yeah, in online friendships, it's like... you never really know what they're thinking, you can't hear voice tone, you can't hear... background. You can't... yeah, you can't really... it's harder to know where you stand with them. There's also... yeah, I really don't like how they can contact you at any time as well. That's kind of annoying. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, like with a friendship, you set up a time, you call each other, one of you calls each other, you set up a time to hang out, and hey, you schedule it, then you hang out, and then you go home, and Yeah, you have a good time. You have a good time, but like with Discord, it's like, yeah, I don't know, maybe because I'm old, I haven't really grown up on the internet, but yeah, they can contact you at any time. It's like, do I, do I have to respond to you right away, or what do you like? It feels weird. It feels weird. Thinking about deleting my Discord. Maybe I'll make a new Discord, but yeah. I think I have a Discord. I don't know whether I wanna give out the link. So yeah, so now I'm making a new Discord and yeah, for Titania the Fairy. And yeah, I'll get a new group of people to talk shit with. I don't know, that is if I even get any followers and sure I have one viewer now. I'm streaming at a weird time as well, and which that probably doesn't help. Oh, I've killed them. But I got a dragon roost. Yeah. Pretty much all online is busted. At least with actually communicating with people, I don't know. Yeah, I really don't mind. I don't like social media. I've tried to use it, I've tried to play the social media game and try to get followers and like on Instagram or Twitter, but it's too exhausting. Like, yeah, you're meant to like comment on people's profiles and it's like and it's very exhausting. So I really do not like casually using Instagram or casually using Twitter. It's just not really fun. Kind of saps the fun out of making a comic, and yeah, I much prefer just putting out advertisements, just paying money. Which I know it's kind of pathetic here, but you know, I'd just rather just pay money so then I don't have to touch Blue Sky or Twitter or Instagram or other crap like that. And it just sucks. I don't understand how people like it. It's so crappy. So crappy. And the other which get attention are usually really shit as well. They're not always ultra boring. They're always just bunch of face shots, you know. They never have any full body shots and never in any interesting poses. They're always just these super airbrushed looking like stuff. I don't know, I'm not really the greatest artist either, but it's like, really? Is that what people are into? Yeah, again, all the artists which I'm into never really seem to have many followers. Because people are kind of boring, man. They have shit taste. Yeah, I know. not sure. I am gonna go ahead and odd fight this year, though. I was thinking of that. I think it'll be good practice for me to try to... I'm trying to draw in other people's styles and, yeah, work on my art, I guess. Then destroying Reeds and these friends. I mean... yeah, it's fine. I played last year was pretty fun. Pretty fun. I don't know whether it will actually help. Like growing my channel or gain more webcomics. Like, gain more views on my webcomic, but it was pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It's interesting seeing other people's OCs and drawing them and getting that one comic, and I mean that one comment from them saying, oh my god, this looks so amazing. And they're, oh, the dopamine you get when you get that one comic or the comment. Damn, I don't even draw that good, but yeah, people are generally pretty nice. Yeah, what else can I talk about? I don't know. It's time to run out of stuff. I want to entertain you, viewer. Single viewer bit, and then it's time to run empty. What I've talked about, RPG Maker games, I've talked about kind of my politics. Actually, I don't know. I don't want to go too deep into politics because I don't know. I just, yeah, I just want the option to talk about politics, you know. Be real with people. So I mean, yeah, it's such a pretty game, Windwaker. Okay, and always the biggest problem with it, though, is always its lack of difficulty. I already talked about that on the previous stream, have I? I don't know, what else I got on right down it. I've run out of stuff to talk about. Yeah. Yeah, the views have been really good. Like Twitch. Yeah, just no followers. Everybody's too shy to follow on Twitch. I don't. I'm guessing you won't follow, dear viewer. Yeah, maybe if I... It's like... What weird happened to her? No. Like, yeah, I have a lot of ideas for webcomics and... I mean, they used to have a lot of ideas for video games. Like for game development. I mean... I don't know, the kind of... restricted video games. I used to think, well, they're the best medium for telling stories, but... the big problem with them is that, like, wait. They're kinda... well, you have to sacrifice stuff to bring up another part of a game, and So, like, take for example an action game, like, putting in the story is very difficult in that. Like, they always say, like, oh no, they're just bad writers, but I mean, I think the actual constraints of a game, like the actual gameplay of a game, is like, well, it's very difficult to come up with a story when you have to design it around the gameplay. Like, take an example in RPG, like, you always had a lot of trouble, like, coming up with stories and stuff like that for, like, for the Eye of Iris, like, by RPG Maker game, and yeah, because you always have to have combat, you always have to have some, going to the dungeon, going to the... You always have to think of some excuse to have a combat, and like, in a regular story in like regular books or movies, there isn't always a fight, there isn't always a... You're not forced to do anything in the story again and again. That makes them kind of flawed in a way that... Yeah, but... Shit, how do I... Not on them. Yeah, I used to think I was a bad writer as well when I was a game developer. I was like, oh, this sucks. I hate doing stories, but... Again, I think it was not because I'm a bad author. I think... Well, it's because I'm always trying to do a story for a video game, and they're very difficult. They're very difficult. Again, you have to design the story around the gameplay, and it's very restrictive. It's very restrictive, but with a normal book or shit, hell yeah. How do you get in there? Alright. So yeah, it's very restrictive, but again, unlike a webcomic, you have so much freedom to do different things and to draw upon different experiences, and yeah, again, webcomics, it's all just action pieces. I don't know, maybe it's a lack of imagination on my part. Like, I don't know, video games can technically be anything, but I don't know, I mean, but they just can't do everything because well, if you do decide to do a game around just story, then it'll just be it'll just be a visual novel or just a walking simulator. It wouldn't even be a game. Your game has to have gameplays, usually. But it's like... I should just be an inferior book or a movie, and... Yeah... I don't know, yeah. So yeah, webcomics are vastly... Well, any sort of fiction, like where you just reading a story or Yeah, they're vastly more easier to do a story for. Yeah. See, and you have no restrictions for it, and yeah. Am I repeating myself? I don't know. I'm kinda. Yeah, I want to stream for at least 2 hours, so I did 20 minutes, so I'll be fine. I'll be. I mean, where do I go? I throw the water bottle at him. I'm gonna chuck it at the torch. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I don't know, I'm kinda bored of this game. It's very exhausting when you don't get any items for a long time. But you know, this is the Randomizer stream, I gotta keep going. Oh wait, oh, this is stick, okay, I know what to do now. Yeah, webcomics have been a lot of fun. My webcomic, the iVirus webcomic. It's like not my first webcomic. I actually made Baraka the Pyro webcomic before. But like, yeah, the Baraka the Pyro webcomic's pretty terrible and yeah. I mean, yeah, it's pretty terrible comic. But you know, that's how you learn though. That's how you learn webcomics, and yeah, it's usually best to learn by doing rather than just holding off and going to art school and shit like that. You know, I just thought I'd just jump straight into it and try to learn that way. So yeah, I'm not really a big fan of just studying for myself. You know how I want people to see my art. Even if you know, it's subpar, but again, who cares? Like, people are not gonna see your art, but yeah, if it's bad, nine times out of 10, they're not gonna say anything. And you never know, and usually it's like, you'll just be met with silence most of the time. I never really say anything mean, people. Yeah, they'll scroll past and say, oh, that's weird. And yeah, they don't comment. So yeah, if you... yeah. So I've got a virus. What's an elevated pitch for it? Yeah, it's kind of like a... Reads as like a self-insert for me. I don't meant to do self-inserts, I know, but... It's like... I tried for years to like not have him as a self-insert. And I've tried to add different storylines and stuff to like get rid of the self-insert of him, but insert nature, because like I was listening to like all the authors are like, no, you can't have a self-insert, it's bad for you, you won't be able to look at yourself honestly and stuff like that. But I think that advice is stupid. I think that advice is stupid. Like, I mean, yeah. Damn it, no. I think that advice is stupid because there's been a lot of self-inserts which have been very popular. Like, think of Charlie Brown. Like, Charlie Brown's essentially a self-insert of, like, Charles Schultz when he was a kid, and or Garfield, you know, John Arbuckle. That's essentially Jim Davis, and so yeah, I don't think it's really that bad having a self-insert. And as long as you still gotta, like, follow the rules of writing, like, you know, make sure they have flaws. Like, if you don't believe they have flaws, like obviously you're gonna add them. You should probably add, like, make up a few flaws for your character. Yeah. I mean... yeah, like, stuff like that. It's like, yeah, as long as you write a good character, no matter how you come to it, like, why... Yeah, because I think why its self-inserts get such a bad rap is because... Well... People just tend to just write the self-insert without learning about the other writing advice. And it's not because self-inserts themselves are bad, it's because people use them as a crutch, like they just use it well, as a pre-packaged character. And I feel like you can't do that either, like you have to... Like with a self-insert, you know, you gotta... Even though the character is essentially you, like obviously you gotta make changes as well. You can't just have them the exact same. It's kind of like with biographies and like with movie biographies, like the Michael Jackson movie. Like on other movie biographies, you know, you have to take artistic liberties when telling your story, and yeah. Well, it's the same with self-inserts. Same with self-inserts, like you take artistic liberties with yourself, like... It's not like it's a one-to-one, like character. You don't have to have like a one-to-one, like version of yourself in a story. And, you know, obviously, Dan, I'm repeating myself. Yeah, pretty much you put flaws, you make them interesting, you make them more interesting yourself, and yeah. I mean... Yeah, ultimately, when I stopped trying to fight against it, oh no, I don't want to do a self-insert, I immediately became way better. Yeah, that versus, I'm actually pretty proud of it. It turned out really well. Aside from the... Like, although I did kinda, well, I kind of like... I was half-assed again at the start. Yeah, I kinda regret doing the first chapter in that way. It's very amateurish. Even for me. Even for me, it's too amateurish. The artwork and the story and... Yeah, it'll too late to go back there. You know, you're not supposed to keep redoing your webcomic again and again. So yeah, I decided to just leave it at... I don't think it's too bad. I mean... there's... I know an idea about doing the webcomic. It's like people can see you improve your art, and it's very interesting that way. Yeah. But like, most of my life, not really that closely actually, yeah. But like, kind of close, like there's a lot of elements, I mean. Well, I was an artist, like it was pretty popular in school, so I kinda drew up on that, but, you know, I always draw for other kids, and yeah, I had a bad relationship with my dad, and it wasn't, of course, I wasn't really quite as bad as in the comic relationship with my dad, but it wasn't really that good either. Yeah. Kinda grateful that my parents didn't really have any interest in me being an artist. Yeah, I suppose I'd probably read the iBios and be like, hey, why have you written about us this way? Yeah. Yeah, I suppose it's a good thing in the end. Yeah. Yes, sir. Another reason why, like, I feel like video games have got such terrible stories is because, well, they're dependent on a lot of people. I mean, unlike with a book, it's always just gonna come from the mind of a single person. Or at least the single person and their editor. I mean, with a video game, you have to negotiate with people. You have to negotiate with other artists, or with other writers, and or the artists, or the other stuff, and like with a book, you don't have to, and just because of that, like, what's less personal, what's less interesting because of that, and you know, you're not really gonna get something crazy because art by commission is like, it's kind of... It's like... it becomes homogenized. I remember like that, Superman 3, was it 2? Like, pretty much Superman was gonna be in a trench coat or something, or something or other, and he was gonna fight against giant spiders because they changed, like, instead of it being from a single person, from a single, like, writer or something, or a very small amount of writers, it was gonna be like a full committee, and they were like gonna, like, you know, think about, oh, what's best, what's the most appealing to a mass audience, and yeah, and it turned out to be crap. And of course, when you try to appeal to a mass audience, yeah, well, it's kind of... Mass audience will become boring. It'll become there'd be anything interesting about it. There wouldn't be anything personal. There'd be... It was basically, oh god, no, no, no. Yeah, there'd be nothing. Yeah, Outback Anonymity is never really any good. It pretty much always puts down the quality of the artwork. I mean... should I talk about it? Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything. I've run out of steam. Yeah, I hope I haven't disappointed anybody in VRPG. I actually did want to see my extreme RPG making games, but yeah. But then again, you know, you're damned if you do, you're darned if you don't. It's one of those situations that I'm gonna end up annoying somebody no matter what I do. Yeah. Kinda sucks. I don't think anybody even goes to VRPG anymore. It's a bunch of people who don't actually make games. It seems like, at least it seems like, yeah. It's only really just the Bard's Tale, the Bard's Quest Deft, which like joined the last jam. Yeah, it's kind of dumb. Yeah, nobody else seems to actually complete games. Well, no, there was that Kirby dev. Yeah, I didn't actually play that. Well, it looks decent enough from screenshots and from hearing about it. But yeah, just a bunch of... Most of the devs working, like, living there, and, like, frequently in the friends are just... They're very self-absorbed, they didn't comment. I remember the jam I hosted, like the Darkness Jam. Yeah, nobody really commented on their games, like the people who posted the games. Got bombs? Oh, got bombs! I got bombs. Okay. Yeah, nobody posted about them. Nobody commented on them. Well, when I posted my game, though, they did comment, but I've been like the other games, like like Celius's, like the action RPG, or like Cody Craft's game, they didn't say anything, and kind of annoyed me. Why couldn't they? You hosted this jam and you didn't. Yeah, that kinda. Yeah, I mean, we had a jam and they basically just abandoned it. They just abandoned them. I don't like that. If I didn't... I I didn't stream the game, I didn't record a video, that they wouldn't have had any feedback whatsoever. Yeah. Again, no devs. Oh yeah, just a bunch of idea guys. Yeah, not really making anything, not really. Nah. Kind of empty now. What happened to everybody? Like, was it really Sigma suck or was it really? Yeah, most of the people haven't really updated the itch.io pages like MZDev or Wirecon or... yeah, pretty much everybody's left. It's just these... yeah, just them by themselves. I got these new people. Look, maybe they are old. The older users, but they've never really... I get the feeling that they've never really released any games, and yeah. Again, if they have, they would have posted to the jam. Yeah. No. Yeah, actually the audio is working well. Yeah. Oh well, I can't really test it like simply. I can't just say testing 1, 2, 3 like a couple of times like I usually did with when I used in the voice changer, but yeah, I mean, there's not really one way, is it simply just use it and stream it for a while and then look back over the audio and see where it's messing up. Well, I do. Must be a stick somewhere. And damn, running out of stuff. I've never seen many PNG tubers. I watched like other VTubers, like VTubers specifically, and yeah, specifically the Japanese ones. I feel like they're the best ones. So, oh, I got the grappling hook. Okay, cool. Yeah. That is so much more entertaining than the English ones. Even though although they are just clipped, I've only watched the clips. I don't actually watch full streams on Japanese ones because I'm not a weeb. I don't know Japanese. Yeah, that was always better, I don't know. They know why. It's funny, they're more kooky, I guess. Yeah, definitely my favorite is Hershey Marine. She's my favorite. Although I quite like what was her face in the... Damn, I don't even remember. It's been a long time since I've watched VTubers. What's your name? This is so cute. I feel like it's a appeal of VTubers. It's like a... Yeah, I guess like a bit more freedom to change out their personalities or their... Yeah, like, they don't have to be who they are. They can simply just use the VTuber model to like determine who they are, and that's cool. That's cool. Especially, I suppose it'd be good for women, because like, you know, it's not so dependent on the looks there. And also, because, you know, women tend to get embarrassed, I guess. Or like saying, maybe anything controversial, that they're very sensitive to like, well, the societal pressure on. And using the VTuber model, they can say crazy stuff without them feeling embarrassed about it, and yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Pretty much beats the social stigma. All of the stuff they say and do. So that's why they're... Well, that's why they're so charming, I feel like. Yeah, man. Kind of a VTuber, I guess, sort of. And technically you'll be... Yeah. Yeah, and I've run out of stuff. I've run out of stuff to say. No. I've run out. Please don't leave me, viewer. I'll try to be entertaining. I don't know, I always suspect when there's just a single viewer, I always suspect it's a bot. Could name me past somebody actually interested in my content, but I'm like, oh my god, no. Maybe it's a bot, maybe nobody's really interested. But especially with the tags I have to put in. Are cross-dressing men really that popular? I don't know. Don't look into like React content. I don't know. Yeah, watch some YouTube videos. Watched a few bangers recently. No. Yeah, I watched like that new Lauren Selden video where she talked about the online riot being insane. Like they were like simply facts and figures. Don't really reflect real life very well. Like real life situations like yeah, she's talking about like a women's volleyball team like beating up being a group of men like in volleyball, and it's like, oh shit, no. Yeah, it's like in course, and of course I think most normal people are gonna think, oh yeah, of course. Like it's not just women they're always gonna lose against men. Like obviously with training they're gonna be able to beat them and a lot of stuff, and yeah, it's a no. Yeah, it seems so pretty like, oh, another one attacking me. Pretty self-explanatory. And yeah, obviously that's gonna happen. I mean, I know that's a lot of people on the online ride, and I suppose the left as well are like, no, women can never be men. Oh, if they do train, no matter how hard they train, it's like, come on, really? Really? I mean, if they had more training than them, it's like they kinda as far as I remember the video, like it. Well, yeah, her point was like, her point was like, damn it, I keep dying. Point was like, yeah, well, facts. Well, like, all the facts and figures don't necessarily reflect real life. I mean, sure, I mean, a lot of times it does, but, yeah, well, there's always exceptions to a rule, and yeah, I mean, yeah, it makes total sense. Is it so? So as in looking up the meaning of anointment. Like anointment in a religious term, like, you know, when you're like chosen by God, like life doesn't get any easier. You know, that very often God apparently tests you if you improve yourself enough for them to notice you. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. I mean, I think I'm being anointed right now. I think so anyway. Unless it's by the devil. Unless I'm like, yeah. Alright, this Titania idea is kind of insane. That's been insane, I don't know. I feel like it's only just gonna get harder if well, when people actually start taking notice of me. Yeah, I know I'm gonna get a lot of trolls, and it's like, I don't know, I think it's worth it. I think like the risk of being picked on, but I don't know, I could make it big, I could... What do I even do? I could also make it big, I can also please a lot of people, potentially. Yeah, it's like with anything, you gotta take risks, you gotta risk big to win big. Yeah, that's kind of like anointment, I guess. Apparently, hey, it starts to throw tests at you. I don't know, I'm kind of bored. Yeah, just thought I'd make a good leader. That's another reason why I feel like, if only I had like a group of followers, I'd achieve nice things. I could do good stuff. I could, yeah. Not so easy. Getting noticed on the internet. Usually, yeah, well, I said this before, didn't I? I mean, usually the default setting is that nobody really gives a fuck what you do. Even if it's really spurgy or awesome, it's like, really cringy stuff you do. Yeah, so-called cringe. I mean, nobody's gonna care. My vast majority of the time, people are just gonna go, "Oh, that's interesting," and yeah, I mean, yeah, I've started to mention this before, have I? But yeah, man. It reminds me, I guess internet culture's kinda changed. I guess like another... Yeah, I've followed a lot of locale sites. Yeah, like, well, really only just Christian. I was really interested in Christian. It's kinda sad what's happened to him. I was like, suffering from schizophrenia. It says, become from VLPG, as you know, I suffer from schizophrenia as well. But yeah, I take meds. I'm fine. Yeah. But it's like, same time, he kind of made it. I mean, he does commissions. I mean, if he wasn't he wasn't so lazy, they actually have a pretty good life. I mean, he essentially didn't make it. People actually interested in his art, and they actually want him to continue it. And that's not very good, and that's honestly kind of inspiring. It's like even Christian can get people interested in his art. And it's not really such a big deal if you get trolled. Well, at least it is. Yeah, Christian's wild. Absolutely love Christian. Damn, better forget how to kill them. It's my favorite Christian off. Yeah, definitely Liquid Chris. But I'm just mean-spirited though. I do like Jule though. Jule is funny. Jule. Jule. Damn it. Shit, do I go back to the start? I don't really want to play that. I'm sorry, I might end the stream here. Yeah, I'll upload this to YouTube. Come on, let me... Oh wait, nah. I think we can continue maybe? Yeah. Yeah, I think I might just leave it there. That was demoralizing. I'm demoralized now. Sorry, viewer, I think I might go. Is it really only just one viewer all that time? You've been so kind to me. Listen to me ramble on about random stuff. Is that only just two? Only two unique viewers. So max viewers, or maybe I've been alone all along. Average viewers, max viewers, unique viewers. My views. Oh yeah, thank you for watching. Listen to me ramble. Whoever you are. Whoever you are. If you like, hit the follow button, but I guess you're probably not going to, are you? I put so much effort, nobody's gonna follow, will they? Really appreciate if you would, but I mean, yeah, I guess I can't really force you to. Oh well, yeah, I'll see you later. Do I look safe? I'd continue playing no. I'm not sure what time is it, and yeah, I think Twitch targets countries, I think, which is so stupid. And yeah, I think streaming in the night seems to be my best. To my best strategy. So yeah, okay, you might not follow me, but if you're interested, you can easily find me in the night. Yeah, I'll be streaming in the night. Not sure what days. I don't think I'll be making a schedule because I can't keep to it. And I'm gonna be making my comic as well, so. But yeah, I'll be streaming in the night, so. Yeah, if you're there, I'll be happy to have you. Yeah, I'll see you later.